Do you want to grab your book?
Oh,
You want to talk about your book?
Yeah.
You brought a book.
I did bring a book.
Tell us about the book.
Forbidden Cocktails and Libations of the World, inspired by pre-code Hollywood movies. So they take a Hollywood movie for pre-code and then match it with a cocktail, either sometimes a cocktail that's in the movie or inspired by the movie. Sometimes.
Sure.
And so once a week, I'm going through the book, watching a movie, and drinking a cocktail.
Designed for Living is a very good pre-code movie. I recommend that. Gold Diggers of 1933 is a hoot.
We just saw one, it was very good, called Dance Fools Dance.
Okay.
Which is a great title.
What fun! Greetings from Ohio. This is from Tyler, who says, Dear Matt, have you seen the 2012 movie Sinister? I love this movie. P.S. I love your show. I have not seen it. Tyler has thoughtfully drawn a cube.
Oh, thanks, Tyler.
This Clue postcard is from Sean Henry, who says, Sad that we've lost Martin Mull, Colonel Mustard. Is Clue the only effective board game movie adaptation? I didn't care for Jumanji too much.
Have you seen the new ones?
No. Is it a show now?
No, it's the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I don't like him.
He's fairly one note.
No, there's something about
Something? No, you don't trust him?
I think he's got a deep, dark something going on. Him and Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah. I think Jason Momoa is going to get in trouble pretty soon.
Yeah.
If that comes to pass, I don't know anything. Like, I don't have, like, secret information. The new Jumanji movies are fun for what they are. Although that wasn't a board game, was it? It was a made-up board game for the movie.
Was it? And then the game came after?
I don't think there is a Jumanji game.
Well, there's definitely a game because we played it on Beer and Board Games.
Yeah. Pretty sure it was made up for the movie.
Are there any other board game movies?
Battleship.
Okay. We've got an envelope with a postcard in it.
Ooh.
Oh, this is from Matt and JoJo and Mr. Pip. We took Mr. Pip camping for the first time. Just 2 nights. He managed very well. He's a 3-year-old Jack Russell.
Okay.
Stunning place. Go to be on nature next to the sky. Best regards.
Was he passing out while he was writing this?
Stunning place. Great to be out in nature next to the sea.
There you go.
Okay, I just needed a little time for my brain to decode. Best regards. Oh, Shell Island.
Shell Island.
Nice.
Oh, good.
When you go to our website, welcometothebasementshow.com, you can click around with your device and look at any episode of ours that have been made. There are 300 of them now. And there are PayPal donation buttons that you can click on to make a one-time donation or a rolling monthly donation. You donate a little bit every month, and it supports this show, and it's great. And I want to salute a short list of our rolling monthly donors. That is Graham, Natalie, Sarah, Maura, Katrine, Matthew, Robert, James, Michael, Lewis, Amber is Fossilized Dresap, Melanie, Ella, Grant, Elizabeth, Nicholas, Evan, Adam, Timothy, Emily, Ralph, Kempson, and Mitchell. Some more rolling donors later in the show. And now viewer questions. I have polled our audience on Facebook to give personal questions for Mr. Mike here. And I've got a list of them. We'll see which ones you can answer. Marshall W. Downing. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
What are 3 improv tips that are easier said than done?
Giving up your idea for someone else's idea.
Yeah.
It should be basic, but it's really hard to do. 2 seems to be to move around on stage at all.
Movement, yeah.
Just move. Yeah, people tend to not move.
It's easy to just stand there and talk.
The other one, maintain your character.
Not just maintain your character, but maintain the established physical reality. Like if there's a door here, there's always a door here. Yeah. If there's a counter here, there's always a counter here. That's hard.
Some basic mime stuff like that. Yeah. It should be fairly easy, but people mess that up all the time. Yeah.
Nathan Lee. When is yes and the wrong answer in improv?
When it's funny.
Tim Stymiest. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Tim.
Is there a movie genre that you really don't care for, or one that you wished was done more often?
I don't really care for historical dramas or slow dramas. Anthony Hopkins, Waiting for the Day. He's like a butler or something like
Remains
that.
of the Day.
Remains of the Day. I could tell that I would not like this movie.
I've seen Remains of the Day. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Ones I wish there were more of. Fantasy films with actual props instead of CGI.
Simon Salomon. Any hobbies or skills you wished you'd started sooner?
Simon, thank you for this question. I wish I started piano sooner. I started when I was 30. I'm 53 now. And I'm okay, but it brings me so much joy to play piano.
Yeah.
That I wish I had started earlier.
Matthew Rasputin Warzala. Why are cats such a major motif in his art projects?
Oh, okay. Well, I know Matt. Do you know Matt?
I know Matt, yes.
Oh, okay, good. I just saw a little thing about like a little drawing of how to draw cats. Yeah. And the lesson was there's no wrong way to draw a cat. One of the things with cats is they're very malleable. And
they
you can
become any kind of shape.
Yeah, and their face is kind of blank emotion, so you can kind of impose ideas on them in general. Yeah, I like cats.
Jess Shooknicht. You get one free surgery of any kind. What do you get?
It's either weight or hair. But I don't know if they do hair good. Is that done good?
If it's a free surgery, you can get the best hair surgery in the world.
Okay. I might go hair, because the weight I think I'm working on myself.
Okay.
Hair I can't get back. I miss my hair.
You look good.
Thank you.
You don't have a weird head.
That's true.
Those are the questions.
Oh, all right. I felt I learned more about myself.
Good. It's the point of this show.
Yeah. Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
It's my big secret. It comes out 300 episodes in. It's to get people to learn about themselves.
Oh, not just me, specifically.
Yeah. We've got some envelopes here to open. This is from Alec in Hallam, Pennsylvania. You can open that one up. This is from Aaron in Hell's Kitchen.
Dear Matt and guest host, I've always loved your work and what you do. I just wanted you to have this poster of a band I enjoy and hope you will too. Red-Handed Denial.
Oh, look at that.
It's like a kind of an anime kind of band.
That's kind of cool. Aaron sends a handful of postcards and he says, here's round 5 of Rapid Fire Seen It Rock and Roll Edition Part 2.
Seen It Rock and Roll Edition Part 2.
The Buddy Holly story.
With
Gary Busey.
Seen it.
I have seen it as well. Very good. Rock and Roll High School.
Not seen it. Ramones?
Ramones. I've seen it. Stop Making Sense.
Seen it recently.
Lisztomania. Roger Daltrey is in it. It's a Ken Russell film. Is this Tommy?
Huh.
Because Ken Russell did Tommy. Looks like Tommy. Then again, it kind of doesn't look like Tommy.
Lisztomania.
No. Ringo Starr is in this. Rick Wakeman. There's no Anne Margaret. This is not Tommy. It's Lisztomania. I think it's maybe about Franz Liszt. This is a movie I've never heard of.
I have not either. I didn't know.
Neil Young, Journey Through the Past. Have not seen it.
I have not seen it.
I want to check it out. This is a Ralph Bakshi animated movie, American Pop. I have it on DVD. It was sent to our P.O. Box. I haven't watched it yet.
Heard of it, not seen it.
Neil Young, A Concert Fantasy, Rust Never Sleeps. Seen it on an airplane.
Oh, yeah.
A Star is Born, the third iteration with Barbra Streisand
and
Chris Christopherson. Only seen the first one from the 30s.
Yeah, I've not seen any of them.
And I saw the new one with
you did
Lady Gaga. Yeah. Here's Tommy.
Tommy.
Seen it in my college dorm room with Dave Arndorfer.
Oh, okay.
And finally, this is Spinal Tap. I have seen it probably 11 times.
Seen it. Are you looking forward to the new one?
I'm curious about it. I certainly will watch it. Janus. Johnny Two-Face.
Never trust that guy.
In the harbor at Naples. Millie, that's my girl.
She had some nice Naples.
I was going to say the same thing.
I got a boat here.
It's hard for me to take that guy seriously because he's dressed like he's going trick-or-treating as a sea captain.
We see another flashback. There's a lot of getting of information and getting of names, all of which didn't seem to help me at all, but it seemed to help somebody.
He had a villa near Monte Carlo and a castle in Spain, Rolls Royce with a special musical horn.
It played the French version of La Cucaracha.
So you've been to Arkadin?
It was a non-committal kiss, to say the least.
Cigarette breath. No, thanks.
Next week he's giving a big society ball. Why don't you try to get yourself invited?
To a society ball?
I've never been to a society ball, but I once went to a society cube.
Excuse me, darling, I seem to be wanted on the telephone. Awful bore.
Okay.
Awful bore, these telephones.
Yes, I much prefer shouting loudly.
I make it a principle never to give information.
This town is full of vultures, vultures, vultures.
Come on in, have some Rocky Rococo pizza.
That's Goldfinger.
It is.
I forgot he was in this.
Van's Red goes back to Rena. Your father has amnesia.
Almost 30 years. Oh, really, chum? I never heard of amnesia lasting that long.
Usually more of a weekend thing.
You could save us that old-fashioned melodrama about your innocent daughter all alone with a wicked bachelor in his hotel room.
It's the bunk, I tells ya.
Where will you go now?
Where will you go now? Oh, where will you go? This whole movie looks like it was shot with a camera mounted on a Roomba. Aaron from Hell's Kitchen sent us all those movie postcards. Now, I'm glad that he has come up because I have a personal message for Aaron from Hell's Kitchen. Over the years, he has sent me all kinds of mail. He's been a very dedicated mail sender. And he's also sent a couple of vintage lunchboxes, which are some of the coolest things I currently own. Back here we have Yellow Submarine, right there. And then back behind Mike, if you can see it. Yeah. Nope, it's not quite in the frame, but it's in the frame when we're sitting on the couch. It's an Empire Strikes Back lunchbox.
Yeah, Star Wars one.
He inherited a big collection of them. Yeah. Well, Aaron, I have to tell you that you might have given me the bug. Because I was in an antique store recently, and I came across...
Oh, he's become obsessed with
this
lunchboxes.
Dick Tracy lunchbox from the 60s.
Who's that little guy and he's chasing in a cup?
There's a little guy in a cup. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Here's a whole party of misfits on the back.
I've never read Dick Tracy, but I love the concept.
Now, this does not have the thermos. They seldom do, but there's where the thermos used to go. And then there's a little safety demonstration right here. Now, I have seen vintage lunchboxes in the past in antique stores. I know that they're generally pretty expensive, and I thought this one would too. But then I saw the price tag, $19.95, which I think is a pretty good deal. Even though this is a little beat up, there's a dent there. It's got rust and everything. But I just couldn't pass it up.
As far as a vintage thing goes, yeah, that's not good.
This is the latest entry in my fledgling lunchbox collection. I don't know if I'm going to dive into it head first, but...
I think storage will become the biggest issue.
Yeah.
A little thicker than a record.
So I'm going to find a place here, hopefully on camera somewhere, where I can display my new lunchbox. Because we watched Dick Tracy on this show.
Yeah, you did.
Oftentimes in my P.O. box, I get records, and when I get them, I listen to them. I intended to listen to a pile of 45s and talk about them on this episode. Time got away from me. I only listened to one. This is from T.A. Epley. It is BR549, a band, honky-tonk country band. And we've got Even If It's Wrong, backed with Crazy Arms. I listened to this today. You listened to this.
I walked in and I said, this is some honky-tonk, I believe.
That's what it was.
It sure was.
It's good stuff. This is a modern group.
They sound not modern.
This is 1996. I like this type of music, so this was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
BR549. It's a hee-haw reference. Bill Boltz told me that.
Oh.
Mike is going to tell us who the rest of our monthly rolling donors are for this week.
Sure. Dan, Jonathan, Alexander, Grace, John, David, Kevin, Alessio, Mario, Stephanie, Michael, Eric, Jennifer, Ashton, Zach, and Ron.
All right, let's open those packages and get out of here.
All right. Ooh, it's heavy.
Yeah, this is from Joanne in Millersville, Maryland.
And this is from Alexander Hawk.
Alexander, we haven't heard from him in such a long time.
Like some DVDs or Blu-rays.
Hey, nice.
The Losers.
Okay.
Is that guy from The Walking Dead? What's his name?
Oh, yeah, Negan.
Weaponized. With what looks like a dollar store Ben Affleck, but that's Tom Sizemore.
Maybe.
Nicole Kidman and Clive Owen. I mean, Gellhorn.
I've been curious about that one.
Yeah, all right.
Hello from Maryland. My boyfriend John and I are big fans of Welcome to the Basement as well as beer and board games and decided to send you and your guest some fun Maryland items to try out. This is our first package, but it won't be our last. I included a movie made by Maryland filmmakers Jimmy George and Chris LaMartina, Call Girl of Cthulhu. There's that right there on Blu-ray.
I'm intrigued.
I have the pleasure of being on the set and in the film as a cultist. It's a fun film. Joanne was in this film.
Nice.
It's a fun horror film and hard to find these days. Please enjoy. I also included some Edgar Allan Poe items. While he was born in Boston, Baltimore claims him, and so do I. One of us, one of us.
Is it a bottle of Amontillado?
I am a big fan of the 1999 horror film Ravenous. And while it's been mentioned on Welcome to the Basement several times, you never quite said what you think of it. I think what stands out most about the film is its soundtrack by Damon Albarn and Michael Nyman. It has a tiny cult following. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Additionally, it was directed by a woman, which brings me to a question I'd love you guys to answer. What is your favorite female-directed film in general, and what is your favorite female-directed horror film? Agnes Varda, Cleo from 9 to 7, French New Wave film. Really stunning. It's a real great movie.
I'm not really director-focused anyway, much less to think... I can only think of Penny Marshall.
I really liked Greta Gerwig's Lady Bird and Little Women. I was a fan of both of those. Thanks for all the laughs and entertainment. We love you all. And, of course, Baby Cookie. We hope to make it to FolksCon in 2025. Oh, next year. Cool. Thank you, Joanne. Let's see what else we got in this package. Things from Maryland. Oh, we've got a Darth Vader bobblehead. It's going to go up in my collection. I put all my Darth Vader stuff together in one spot, so I will add this to it. Okay, we got 2 cute little knit things. Positive Cabbage. I may be a tiny cabbage, but I believe in you. Go do your things.
Aw, Positive Cabbage.
Positive Tomato. I may be a tiny tomato, but I believe in you. Go do your thing.
Aw.
I'm going to give you the cabbage. You want to take that home with you?
I'll take this home with me.
I like the tomato.
I like the cabbage. Cabbage does kind of look like an eggplant, but,
Oh, look at that. Here's something else I can share with you, Mike.
What was it? Food? It sounds like food.
Well, it's food adjacent.
Oh, okay.
It's 2 containers of Old Bay seasoning.
Hey.
There you go.
I never think to buy this.
I don't use it as often as I should.
Yeah, I feel like I use it on most things.
We're not done yet, Mike. We're not done yet.
More food adjacent stuff?
Drink adjacent.
Oh, all right.
This is a coaster set. Quotes from Edgar Allan Poe on these coasters.
Oh, okay. A man who I'm sure never used a coaster.
I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity.
Nice.
We loved with a love that was more than love.
Some are profound. It feels like you throw enough words out there, you can sound profound.
It is what it is.
Well, that's delightful. I like that.
Quoth the raven, eat my shorts.
Oh, ceramic? They sound ceramic.
They're ceramic, yeah. What a bunch of things we've done here on unboxing. We've opened boxes, envelopes. I feel better about myself because of this tomato.
This little cabbage told me that I'm doing good, too.
Life is good.
Don't jinx it.
Thank you for coming and spending some time with me, and have a good rest of your day.